So if you're a real estate agent who's been told to niche down, but you're nervous to do that because you don't want to lose any opportunities, let's go ahead and clear that up. Because the truth is, all real estate agents need some kind of a niche. And if you are wanting to create a high-level, referral-driven real estate business, then niching down might just be the best decision that you make. Let's talk about why. And if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Stephanie Lugo. I'm a real estate agent, a coach, and the founder of Market Authority Academy, where I help referral-driven agents scale their business with systems, structure, and intentional marketing without working 24/7 or chasing leads. Inside my coaching program, the Market Authority Academy, we've built a complete roadmap to help you attract your dream clients, create a high-touch client experience, and master your time management so that your business and your life can both run smoothly. If you want to stop guessing and start executing with absolute clarity, book a free strategy session with me today. We'll map out your plan together and you'll walk away with actionable steps to grow your business in 2025. The link is in the description. Don't miss it. So let's talk about why niching down matters so much in real estate. A lot of real estate agents worry that niching down is going to cost them more opportunities, but actually the opposite can be true in a lot of cases. The thing is trying to work with everyone makes it harder to get referrals and repeat business. Because think about it. If someone wants to send someone else like a referral your way, do they know exactly why they need to be connecting you guys? Do your friends and family know exactly what makes you such a great real estate agent? If not, you're just another run-of-the-mill real estate agent who's shouting to people trying to open doors and put signs in a yard. And in 2025 and beyond, that is not competitive enough. What this actually boils down to is a branding issue. When we talk about branding, we really are talking about why someone should hire you over your competition. That story, that messaging is the cornerstone of every successful business. And for some reason, real estate agents just never really get around to implementing this in their marketing strategy. What results is a really watered down marketing strategy that's not really speaking to anyone. So imagine that you are screaming to the masses, a crowd of people, and all of them are all having their own conversations and they can't hear you because you're not speaking directly to any one person. Whereas if we flip that script and you niche down and you get really clear on that brand messaging and really clear on a key component here, your ideal clients, which is your niche, then we are having a completely different conversation. We are speaking directly to somebody who is listening, engaged, and excited to hear more. That is the energy shift that we need to be having in terms of how we're growing our real estate businesses in 2025. And I want to walk you through how to do it with the most important step, which is, again, identifying that ideal client. This is how you are going to niche down in a way that actually makes sense for your real estate business. Here's what we're going to do. We want to start by identifying your ideal client. Now, your niche is not necessarily like a neighborhood or a price point, though those factors will come into play later. But specifically, we're thinking about who you serve best. In order to define this, we need to identify who you love working with, what they need in a real estate agent, and what makes you uniquely positioned to give that to them. Now, one thing to note, if you already have a referral-driven real estate business, you may already have a niche because what tends to happen is that like clients refer like clients, right? Maybe you've seen that. And so if that's the case, you might just need to identify and work out who that niche is so that you can then further clarify your messaging. So I'm going to give you some real life examples that we can walk through here in a moment, but I want to hear from you. If you already know who your niche is in your real estate business, drop that down in the comments. I would love to hear who you're working with in 2025 and beyond. So we're going to talk about some examples of really strong real estate niches. And I want you to hear me because if you're listening to this and you're like, yeah, okay, but Steph, I don't want to turn away opportunities. I want to be sure that I can work with as many people as I can. Absolutely. This just might be the key to doing that really well, is all I'm saying. So be open to that possibility as I walk you through a couple of examples of other agents who have really found success in this space. So let's talk about example number one, move up buyers. Now, this also happens to be one of my ideal clients. A lot of agents can have more than one ideal client, and I certainly do. Move up buyers are fantastic. And an agent that I work with realized that 90% of her clientele were move-up buyers. Now, a lot of these, surprise, surprise, were probably her first-time home buyers that she worked with a couple of years prior who have now outgrown their first home and they need something different. So they're selling that home and buying a new one. Luckily for her, she stayed in touch with them, and she's there ready to help support them in the next phase of their homeownership journey. So this agent leaned into that niche and started creating content specifically for these move-up buyers. And let's kind of think about this. They are move-up buyers. They're also first-time home sellers, right? So they're navigating a couple of new challenges in their homeownership journey that she clearly articulated in her marketing. She's talking about what you can do with equity when you build equity in a home and how you can move that wealth into other places. She's talking about the challenges of selling while buying and how she specifically is a pro at that and helps her clients navigate that process. And she talks about financing options, right? Like what it looks like to be financing the new home while you're waiting on the sale of your old home. And really what she was able to do is by identifying that niche and knowing them so well, she spoke to them through her marketing on social media and in her newsletters and her follow-up and her guides so consistently using language that they understand and that they can relate to, that it absolutely helped skyrocket her business. She now finds that she's attracting more of those ideal clients that she's wanting to work with and getting more like referrals because she has developed a niche for herself in specifically helping move up buyers. Let's talk about example number 2, helping families relocate. Another real estate agent I was working with in the Market Authority Academy identified that they were working with a lot of relocating buyers moving to their area. They happen to live in a part of the country where there's just an influx of people moving there from all over the place. And so this presented a couple of different opportunities. Here's what we did. This agent identified that as their niche. And so they started creating all the content pertaining to relocating to that area and really positioning themselves as an expert in helping relocating clients moving to that metro. Another thing that they did was by leaning into this niche, they were able to identify which cities these clients were moving from most frequently. And so by identifying where these clients were moving from, they were able to identify referral relationships with those agents to create connections to get those referrals solidified. Because again, if you are moving across the country, you don't want to do it alone. You don't want to navigate a new city alone. You're going to ask someone you trust, maybe the realtor who's selling your house so that you can relocate. And what if that realtor says, "Oh, you're moving to Charleston? You have to work with this agent. They know that area inside and out, and they specialize in relocation. You will be in great hands with them. Let me make the connections so that you can get the conversation rolling." Beautiful, right? So along with that strategy of referring agents and creating all this great content and establishing herself as that go-to relocating agent, she carved out a niche for herself and now is known for being that relocation specialist and is tagged in Facebook groups all the time for people who are moving to that area and looking for the best real estate agent for them. Let's run through one more example and listen, if this is hitting for you and you like this kind of content, let me know by hitting like to this video and subscribing to my channel. Those are key factors that I look at when I'm looking at the analytics of this video to tell me whether or not you like this kind of content. So do me that solid, like and subscribe so that I know that I should be making more content like this. Let's get into example number 3. Example number 3 is high touch service for a luxury experience. Let's say that we're specifically looking to position ourselves for luxury listings or increase our price point, our average price point, or this could also apply for an agent who's trying to tap into a luxury neighborhood, looking to carve out a niche with a specific ideal client who's also looking to sell their homes there. So this was happening to an agent I was coaching, and he was not getting referrals for higher end homes. And he was like, how do I close this gap? How do I get these opportunities? What was happening was in this process, he was trying to overcomplicate it, thinking he maybe needed to try a bunch of different strategies just to drum up more leads. But what he really wanted to do was increase his luxury listings. He wanted to pivot to a different ideal client. That meant he needed to solidify himself in that niche. So what we did was we refined his brand voice and were able to create a white glove luxury listing service experience that he really took some time to think of and map out and create. And in doing that, he started tapping into that market and successfully being able to convert those listing clients because they could see from what he was marketing and from what he was pitching at the listing table that he actually created a service that spoke directly to them and what they needed in their home sale. This can take a little bit of time, but not always. Sometimes this can happen very quickly. And especially if you're already starting to attract the clientele that you're wanting to work with, but you're having trouble converting them, sometimes it's just a matter of getting crystal clear on knowing what to say and who to say it to so that you can get more of those opportunities to work with your dream clients. And as you can see, these 3 examples, these agents that I just kind of walked through, they did not limit their opportunities by identifying their niche. They instead made it easier for referrals and high quality leads to flow in. Niching will help your real estate business grow, not shrink. So if this is clicking for you, but you feel like you still don't have what you need to create this really solid niche and build your referral-driven real estate business, then I want to invite you to check out the Market Authority Academy. You'll start by booking a totally free call with me. The link is below. And together we will define your ideal client, create a marketing plan that attracts them effortlessly, and put systems in place so your business runs smoothly without you constantly having to grind for new leads. So if you're ready to grow your business in 2025 and make this a reality for you, start by booking that free strategy session below. The links are in the description, and we'll hop on a call and get the process started. In next week's video, we're changing gears and talking a little bit about follow-up. So we're going to talk about how to automate your follow-up so that it doesn't feel canned or salesy spammy. If you are interested in hearing a little bit about that, be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss it. Thanks so much as always for tuning in. Until next time, keep on crushing it.